knowledgeable. Trust Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Hello viewers, I'm Zia Abbas. You are watching Buy Low and Sell High. What a great view, what a great location, what a great day. Yes, indeed, we are going to introduce a project called Pier 27 Phase 3 by Citizen and Fernbrook. This whole program is around that project today, and I'm pretty confident that you would like this episode up to any extent, and a lot of information about this project. If you really want to see a great views from your balcony, this is the project you have to follow. And then at the end of the program, I will ask you how was this whole program when it comes to Pier 27 Phase 3. Let's go and talk to Sam Cragliano, a president of Citizen Development.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, I'm sitting with Sam Cragliano, President, Citizen Development, and another excitement day, another excitement project. When it comes to citizen development, then we always talk about unique projects, we talk about great architects, and we talk about a great addition to skyline of Toronto. Hi Sam, how are you?
I'm good, Zia. Thank you for having me.
Welcome on board. I know you are quite busy these days. You are working on so much of multiple projects. Today we are going to discuss Pier 27 Phase 3, a third project which is the third phase of Pier 27 right at the foot of Yonge Street.
Correct.
Phase 1 and Phase 2, everyone is talking about when it comes to architecture, when it comes to finishes, quality. Definitely that's the project that one can live right at the waterfront, and especially that was a real jewel for waterfront lovers. Pier 27, how easy it was to get an approved from city, first of all? Such a great height.
Well, the approvals took a long time, and it was a complicated process. But working very closely with Waterfront Toronto, who obviously have a vested interest in not only the lands that are owned publicly, but also in the lands that are in private ownership. So they want to make sure that the quality of development is at a high level. They want to make sure that that public realm is in keeping with the overall vision of the waterfront. So it was a process. It was a long process, but thankfully we're here, and we're ready to launch our Phase 3 project, and we're really excited about that because it's a tower on the lake, and there's no such other development like it on the Toronto waterfront. This is a 35-story building right at the foot of Yonge Street, right on the water. Many of our units, if not most of the units, will have unobstructed views of the water. And following on the heels of Phase 1 and 2, which were highly successful projects. Yes. Successful for us, but most important, very successful for our purchasers. Whether they be investors or end users, it was a project that everyone did really well with. And we're hoping the same with Phase 3, and that's why we're very, very excited.
So the first question I asked to myself, I said, how did they get this 35-story height at the south side of Queen's Quay? We had certain projects in the past, but none of them, I believe, crossed 14-story. Is it not a magic to get something like, from City of Toronto, such a great height?
Well, I wouldn't attribute it to magic, but obviously it was part of our negotiation with the city. We created a 45-meter promenade on the west side of the development, along the Yonge Quay. And part of that negotiation in terms of approvals involved some lands that we swapped with the city. And we were, from the very beginning, very accommodating and wanting to arrive at a mutually acceptable agreement with the city, and part of which was the approval for a 35-story building. So we're very, very fortunate to have this. There's nothing like it on the Toronto waterfront, and we're proud of our accomplishment.
Well, definitely, you should be proud of your accomplishment, as well as your customers, your purchasers should be proud of yourself, like your organization. I guess you guys did a great contribution in their real estate portfolio, no doubt about it. Pier 27, when we talk about other pre-construction projects today going on, especially waterfront, based on my experience, definitely I would say that this is the ultimate corner and location to the extreme water at the foot of Yonge Street, no doubt about it. And your design is blending so well between your phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And some of your balconies are, I guess, the depth is pretty much approx 13 feet, which is, to me, to be quite honest, it's not a balcony, it's a patio for sure. Peter Kloos is an architect on this site as well. What else you say to viewers, either true end users or investors, they both are looking at us, why they should come and buy in this particular project?
Well, besides the uniqueness of the location, obviously the architecture is by far superior to anything that we've ever seen on the Toronto waterfront. Peter Kloos and his team at Architects Alliance have done a fantastic job, as you can see in the first and second phase of the development. But what we wanted to achieve from the very beginning was this permeability through the site to the lake. A lot of the developments along the lake virtually block off any views of the lake itself, and we didn't want that to happen with our development. We did not want to build this wall along Queens Quay and not have that view corridor to the lake. So in Peter's design, with the bridge elements, he managed to keep that view corridor open to the lake. And for us, I think that was a huge accomplishment. But most important, why do people live on the lake? A lot of it is lifestyle. It's basically almost a retreat. You come home and you have this lakeside condominium, and obviously you want to enjoy some outdoor time. And for us, those outdoor spaces are critical. And that's why we made it very important from the very beginning, and also wanted enough space to put a table and some chairs, and not just some little skinny balcony where you can barely stand, so that you can enjoy that outdoor lifestyle. Not only the interior of your unit, obviously, but the exterior, taking in the lakeside view, taking in the view back to the city, the islands. It just has this feeling of being up north somewhere, or being in a retreat. And so for us, that was very important. Those outdoor spaces are as equally important as the indoor spaces.
No, great, Sam. Thanks a lot. Once again, congratulations to you, to your entire team for such a great accomplishment, to bringing such a great skyline, such a great project into this city. City of Toronto should be very much thankful to you, to your organization. Viewers, as you've seen, Sam said very well, in order to get a good accomplishment, it needs a lot of creativity, it needs a great vision, and it needs a lot of hard workmanship. And that's what they are here to contribute in this city, and they did. In fact, they did in the past. But in order to invest or buy a unit or secure a unit in Pier 27 before the opening, definitely you can get back to me, you can call me, you can send me an email. I will be more than happy to accommodate all of you. We'll take a quick break. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
One name stands apart in the real estate world: Zia Abbas.
Remember, mortgage financing is just like a puzzle. The difference is you won't get a second chance to solve it. Choose the right broker. Call me for initial consultation.
You work hard, you dream, you wish to protect your family now and in the future. You wish to retire comfortably. You are a highly paid professional and would like to reduce taxes and grow wealth.
Call Zahid Sayed, a chartered life and registered health underwriter at 905-624-0008.
Work, play, love. Life comes together when you find your way home. Come home to Toronto's new urban living at King and Strachan. Featuring condos, townhomes, shops, parks, and more. Get to the point at garrisonpoint.ca.
This is Frank. Frank has spent years building up a successful real estate business. Like you, he's a great salesman and a savvy businessman. He works very hard for every penny he earns. But because he's a self-employed salesperson, Frank has to hand over almost half of his hard-earned money to Revenue Canada. Frank would really like to spend more of his earnings on his family, take a dream vacation, or invest in his future. And here comes Realty Point to make all that possible. Realty Point helped Frank cut his tax rate down to lower than he thought possible. Frank's business now keeps 85 cents of every dollar and saves thousands on taxes every year. Want to be just like Frank? Call now for your confidential consultation.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
आप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट हैं जिया अब्बास के वर्ल्ड क्लास रियल्टी पॉइंट को आज ही ज्वाइन करें। रीसेल के अलावा हाई राइज कॉन्डोमिनियम्स एंड लो राइज हाउसेज में एक्सेस हासिल करें। जीटीए के 5 लोकेशन मार्कम यूनियनविल, स्क्वायर 1 मिसिसागा, डाउनटाउन टोरंटो, नॉर्थ यॉर्क एंड उसके अलावा आशुआ डाउनटाउन में 5 ऑफिसेज होंगे। जिया अब्बास के साथ मिलकर एक कामयाब कॉम्बिनेशन बनाएं। तो मुझे आज ही फ़ोन करें कॉम्पिटिटिव कमीशन कट्स के लिए।
ABN is a full-service boutique accounting firm. ABN can provide you with a range of financial and advisory services that can help create, build, and protect value. See beyond the numbers. CPAs can do so much more.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
अगर आपका प्लान है कि आपकी अपनी ब्रोकरेज हो, नो मंथली एक्सपेंस के साथ, आपके अपने कंट्रोल में और आपकी अपनी ब्रांडिंग के साथ, तो जिया अब्बास के रियल्टी पॉइंट को आज ही फ़ोन करें ताकि आपकी अपनी ब्रोकरेज हो। अगर आपका नाम ABC है तो ABC रियल्टी पॉइंट आपकी ब्रांडिंग होगी और आपको जीटीए के 5 लोकेशन में एक्सेस मिलेगी और साथ साथ में प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन में एक्सेस हाई राइज एंड लो राइज पे। जिया अब्बास के साथ मिलकर तरक्की को कम मुद्दत में हासिल करें। आज ही कॉल करें 4166664545।
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Welcome back, viewers. I'm sitting with Jeff Chang. I know Jeff from the longest while. He was working for a marketing company, and right from there, he became a realtor, and he's practicing in real estate from quite a long time. Quite young when I've seen him first time. And today he is one of the most experienced realtor. Hi Jeff, how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome on board.
Thank you for having me on the show.
No, thank you Jeff. We know each other from such a long time.
Yes.
At one point you were working for a marketing company in a high-rise pre-construction. And then right from that point you became a realtor. You served real estate from a different platform such as Remax as well. Yes. And recently you joined World Class Realty Point. So my first question to you is, after having such a great experience, your vision is not an ordinary vision where realtor has it today in real estate profession. Your experience is different. You speak multiple languages. So what made you agree to come and join World Class Realty Point?
Well, Zia, the number one most important thing for me was your brand. You told me about Realty Point, and as soon as you said it, I bought it. Access is the most important thing. And with me joining Realty Point, I have unlimited access that you have. And for the short time that I've joined, you've already provided me with 5 projects or so. And that is an advantage for my end.
Is that not true that realtors should have to have always a power? They should feel powerful when it comes to accessibility to the product, such as pre-construction, high-rise, pre-construction, low-rise. When you have project under your control, what would be the level of your confidence when you are sitting in front of your clients?
A lot higher, because I know for a fact that I can get projects that other realtors might not have access to. And that is because of the fact that you have such strong relationships with developers, and you bring these access back to the brokerage, and everybody who works under you have access to the for the projects that you have.
So that means in today's competitive world, there is about 50,000 agents, right, in the city where me and you practice real estate. In order to keep yourself into a niche market, it is very important to have a control on a certain products of real estate where the competition is not much. Is that true?
That is true.
So you practice resale as well as you practice pre-construction as well.
Yes.
So in both cases, which one is easy to work?
Well, it depends. Resale, everybody does. And in order to distinguish yourself from a different realtor, you have to build your name.
Yes.
And with pre-construction, if you're just an ordinary realtor, you go into a site office, they might just treat you as an ordinary realtor. They might not give you the best price, the best deals, and in return, you're not able to pass that along to your clients. Well, in your situation is a different case, because the builders and developers, they always give you the best incentives, and therefore your client is able to get the best price and better than other realtors who don't have access. So with me being in Realty Point, I am able to get the deals that you get, and that way I can pass a better deal on to my clients.
No, that's great. My last question, would you recommend your fellow realtors or the viewers or the realtors who are watching us, would you recommend them to come and join World Class Realty Point?
I would, because I think it's a no-brainer. There's absolutely nothing to lose and plenty to gain, so why hesitate?
Of course, like, you know, and direction is very important to have in the world of real estate towards success, and that's what we all get, the right direction from the platform of World Class Realty Point. Once again, Jeff, thank you very much for joining us. Viewers, have you seen Jeff's thoughts about joining World Class Realty Point, that why he made his mind and joined World Class Realty Point? He already shared his thoughts. Going towards right direction is very important, and that direction would lead you towards success, being a realtor in the world of real estate. And that's what Jeff did, and that's what Jeff recommended to his fellow realtors. We'll go towards next segment. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, have you seen, I'm standing next to this gorgeous scale model. This gorgeous scale model is at the foot of Yonge Street, next to a water. Captain John Ship, a seafood restaurant, used to be here, which is not parked there anymore. So it's a beautiful site. It's a 35-story building, combination units of about 400 plus, right from 500 square feet up to a penthouses. This project would be launched to a very exclusive platinum agents soon, but I do have access on this project to accommodate all the viewers to come on day first and invest in this project. The other beauty about this project is today in Toronto, especially in the waterfront on the south side of Queensquay, how many projects you can count which would have a 35-story building tower, and 20-story plus of these units would have a clear water view. Yes, and the water channel goes from west side of the building towards the south side. This is called Pier 27 Phase 3. Pier 27 Phase 1 and Phase 2 was back sold in 2008 and 2009, and after so many years, this would be the first ever chance to come and invest in this project. The other good thing about this project, on the Queen's Quay side, you can see at the bottom, it would have lots of retail. So that would be a great opportunity for residents to have an access to the retail. Other than that, the way Peter Clouse designed, Peter Clouse is the star architect for this project, and the way they designed this whole building, the real focus was on the southwest side to have a maximum water view, and every unit has a balcony, and some of these balconies are projected in such a way that it goes approx 13 feet deep, which would give you a feeling of a patio. But if you guys really need a bigger patio, which would be 1,000 square feet plus, then these are the units on the 11th floor, which you would have a much bigger patio. In terms of investment, great investment opportunity. In terms of living, a great living, especially for water lovers who wants to invest here, who wants to live and spend the rest of your life over here. Accessible to Union Station, approx walking distance 10 minutes. Other than that, this whole area, the Waterfront Authority itself is a huge boost. When this whole neighborhood gets built, then the real look of this area definitely get changed. If you guys really want to invest or buy in this project, you have to call me and secure your unit. It would be on the basis of first come, first serve. We'll go for a quick break from here. Stay with us.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
अगर आपका प्लान है कि आपकी अपनी ब्रोकरेज हो, नो मंथली एक्सपेंस के साथ, आपके अपने कंट्रोल में और आपकी अपनी ब्रांडिंग के साथ, तो ज़िया अब्बास के रियलिटी पॉइंट को आज ही फ़ोन करें ताकि आपकी अपनी ब्रोकरेज हो। अगर आपका नाम ABC है तो ABC रियलिटी पॉइंट आपकी ब्रांडिंग होगी और आपको GTA के 5 लोकेशन में एक्सेस मिलेगी और साथ साथ में प्री कंस्ट्रक्शन में एक्सेस हाई राइज एंड लो राइज पे। ज़िया अब्बास के साथ मिलकर तरक्की को कम मुद्दत में हासिल करें। आज ही कॉल करें 4166664545।
Thank you. Refinance. It's not always about paying your existing debt or plan a vacation. There is so much you can do with the equity, which is sitting and doing nothing in your house. Call me to discuss your options.
For over 20 years, Baker Real Estate has been proud to represent the most successful new construction condominium developers in Toronto. When you buy through Baker, you know you've bought the best.
This is John. John recently set up his own real estate brokerage, but he got so overwhelmed by all the administration involved in running his office that he never had time to sell any real estate. So John turned to Realty Point, who took over all the administration for his business, like answering calls, coordinating deals, and reconciling accounts, and made all the hassle go away. So John can get on with what he does best, selling real estate. Want to be just like John? Call now for your confidential consultation.
ABN is a full-service boutique accounting firm. ABN can provide you with a range of financial and advisory services that can help create, build, and protect value. See beyond the numbers. CPAs can do so much more.
Abrahams LLP. We provide services in corporate law, civil litigation, and real estate.
We are lawyers to Toronto's entrepreneur.
आप रियल एस्टेट एजेंट हैं ज़िया अब्बास के वर्ल्ड क्लास रियलिटी पॉइंट को आज ही ज्वाइन करें। रीसेल के अलावा हाई राइज कॉन्डोमिनियम्स एंड लो राइज हाउसेज में एक्सेस हासिल करें। GTA के 5 लोकेशन, मार्कम यूनियनविल, स्क्वायर 1 मिसिसागा, डाउनटाउन टोरंटो, नॉर्थ यॉर्क एंड उसके अलावा आशुआ डाउनटाउन में 5 ऑफिसेज होंगे। ज़िया अब्बास के साथ मिलके एक कामयाब कॉम्बिनेशन बनाएं तो मुझे आज ही फ़ोन करें कॉम्पिटिटिव कमीशन कट्स के लिए।
You work hard, you dream, you wish to protect your family now and in the future. You wish to retire comfortably. You are a highly paid professional and would like to reduce taxes and grow wealth.
Call Zahid Sayed, the Chartered Life and Registered Health Underwriter at 905-624-0008.
Work, play, love. Life comes together when you find your way home. Come Come home to Toronto's new urban living at King and John. Featuring condos, townhomes, shops, parks, and more. Get to the point at garrisonpoint.ca.
One name stands apart in the real estate world, Zia Abbas.
Buy low and sell high with Zia Abbas.
Viewers, you have seen the program, and this program was entirely in the perimeter of Pier 27, Phase 3, at the foot of Yonge Street, next to Toronto Star Building, where Captain John's ship used to be parked here. It's a jewel of the waterfront project. Don't miss this opportunity. Sam had a great discussion. The hurdles he had about this project did explain you. Jeff Cheng was also a part of a program, and I myself explained all of you in front of a scale model that how good of an opportunity Pier 27 is to invest. You can just let me go. We are at the end of the program. I would be more than happy to see all of you next week. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.